Welcome to Daily English Audio. Have you ever felt that life is unfair? Have you ever wondered why some people succeed while others give up? The answer is often not about luck. It is about the choices we make every single day. Today's message is simple, powerful, and life-changing. Stay with us until the end because one idea in this video may completely change the way you think about your future. Life is a gamble, bet on yourself. Every day people take risks. Some invest money, some change jobs, some start a business, some move to a new country, but the biggest risk is living your whole life without believing in yourself. Life is never 100% certain. No one knows what will happen tomorrow. The people who achieve great things are not the people who know the future. They are the people who trust themselves enough to keep moving, even when they are afraid. Betting on yourself does not mean being careless or expecting easy success. It means believing that your hard work, your learning, and your determination are worth more than fear, doubt, or the opinions of other people. Today, we will discover why believing in yourself is one of the smartest decisions you can ever make. Many people spend years waiting for the perfect time to start their dreams. They wait until they have more money, more experience, better skills, or more confidence. The problem is that the perfect moment almost never comes. Successful people understand that confidence is not something you have before you begin. It grows while you are taking action. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. No one learns by only reading a book or watching videos. You learn by getting on the bicycle, making mistakes, falling down, standing up again, and trying one more time. Life works in the same way. Every small step teaches you something valuable. Every mistake becomes a lesson. Every challenge makes you stronger than before. When you believe in yourself, you give yourself permission to grow instead of waiting to become perfect. This does not mean that you will always win. Even the world's most successful people have failed many times. Famous business owners, athletes, scientists, and artists have all faced rejection, disappointment, and difficult moments. The difference is that they did not stop believing in their ability to improve. They understood that failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every experience gives you new knowledge, better skills, and stronger character. Imagine planting a small seed. For many days, nothing seems to happen above the ground. It looks like the seed is doing nothing. But under the soil, the roots are growing stronger every day. One day, the plant finally appears. Personal growth is very similar. Sometimes your hard work is invisible. You may study every day, practice every day, or improve your habits every day without seeing quick results. That does not mean your effort is wasted. It means your roots are growing. The biggest danger is not failing. The biggest danger is quitting too early because you cannot see immediate progress. When you choose to bet on yourself, you decide that your future is worth your time, energy, and patience. You stop comparing yourself with other people because everyone has a different journey and a different starting point. Instead, you focus on becoming a little better every single day. Small improvements may seem unimportant today, but after months and years, they create extraordinary results. The most important investment you will ever make is not in money, technology, or luck. It is the investment you make in your own mind, your skills, your health, your discipline, and your dreams. When you truly believe that you can learn, improve, and overcome difficulties, you become stronger than fear. Life will always have uncertainty, but believing in yourself gives you the courage to move forward, even when you cannot see the whole road. That is why the smartest bet you can ever make is always on yourself. Every choice you make today is quietly building your future. Many people think that one big opportunity will suddenly change their lives, but real success is usually created by small decisions repeated every day. Reading a few pages of a good book, learning a new skill, saving a little money, exercising for 20 minutes, or practicing English every day may not seem exciting at first. However, these small actions become powerful over time. Imagine two people starting from the same place. One person chooses to improve by just 1% every day, while the other keeps waiting for motivation. After 1 year, the difference between them becomes huge. This is because success is not a single event. It is the result of many small habits working together. Your daily routine is stronger than your emotions. There will be days when you feel tired, discouraged, or afraid. There will also be days when people do not support your dreams or believe in your abilities. If you depend only on motivation, you will stop whenever life becomes difficult. But if you build good habits, you will continue even when you do not feel like it. This is where real confidence begins. Confidence does not come from talking about your dreams. It comes from keeping the promises you make to yourself. Every time you complete a task, even a small one, your mind becomes stronger. You begin to trust yourself because your actions match your words. Over time, this trust becomes one of your greatest strengths. Another important lesson is that comparison can steal your happiness. Today, social media allows us to see the best moments of other people's lives. We see their success, beautiful photos, expensive cars, and exciting vacations. What we usually do not see are their failures, lonely nights, hard work, and years of struggle. Comparing your beginning to someone else's success is unfair because every person has a different story. Instead of asking, "Why am I not like them?" ask yourself, "Am I becoming better than I was yesterday?" That question leads to real growth. Life is not a competition with everyone else. It is a journey of becoming the best version of yourself. Even slow progress is still progress. Every lesson you learn, every mistake you correct, and every challenge you overcome makes you stronger than before. People often underestimate how much they can achieve in 5 or 10 years if they stay consistent. Great buildings are made one brick at a time, and successful lives are built one good decision at a time. When you choose discipline over excuses, learning over comfort, and action over fear, you slowly create a future that once seemed impossible. You may not notice the changes every day, but one day you will look back and realize that your small efforts have completely transformed your life. That is why betting on yourself is not about hoping for luck. It is about making wise choices every day and trusting that your consistent effort will lead you to a better future. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that failure means they are not good enough. In reality, failure is one of life's greatest teachers. Every successful person has experienced moments of disappointment, rejection, and loss. The difference is not that successful people never fail. The difference is that they refuse to let failure become the end of their story. Think about a child who is learning to walk. The child falls many times, but no one says, "Walking is not for you." Instead, every fall is seen as a normal part of learning. As adults, we often forget this simple truth. We become afraid of making mistakes because we worry about what other people will think. We avoid new opportunities because we fear failure more than we desire success. But every challenge you face is giving you a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more confident. Every mistake teaches you something that success alone never could. Sometimes failure shows you a better path. Sometimes it helps you discover new skills. Sometimes it teaches patience, discipline, or resilience. These lessons become valuable tools that stay with you for the rest of your life. Imagine a blacksmith making a strong sword. The metal must pass through intense heat and powerful strikes before it becomes strong and useful. Without pressure, it remains weak. Human character grows in the same way. Difficult experiences shape us into stronger people if we choose to learn instead of giving up. There will be moments when your plans do not work, when people reject your ideas, or when your progress feels slow. During those moments, remember that every successful journey includes obstacles. Obstacles are not signs that you should stop. They are opportunities to improve your strategy and continue with more experience than before. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can this situation teach me?" That simple change in thinking can completely transform your life. People with a growth mindset understand that skills are not fixed. They know that learning never ends and that every day offers a new chance to improve. They focus on solutions instead of excuses. They accept responsibility for their actions and keep moving forward, even when progress is slow. This attitude creates long-term success because it builds mental strength. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every confident speaker was once nervous. Every successful business started with a simple idea. Every great achievement began with someone who decided not to quit after failing. Life is full of uncertainty, and no one can predict exactly what will happen tomorrow. That is why courage is more important than certainty. Many people stay in the same place because they are waiting for a guarantee that everything will work perfectly. They want to know every answer before they take the first step, but life does not work that way. Every meaningful achievement begins with a decision to move forward, even when the future is unclear. Think about a pilot flying through thick clouds. There are moments when the pilot cannot clearly see the destination, but the journey continues because the pilot trusts the instruments, the training, and the process. In the same way, you must trust your values, your effort, and your ability to learn. You do not need to see the entire road to begin your journey. You only need enough courage to take the next step. Many successful people started with very little. Some had no money, no connections, and no special advantages. What they had was the willingness to keep going when others stopped. They understood that success is not created by perfect conditions. It is created by consistent action. Every small step opens the door to another opportunity. Every conversation teaches you something new. Every challenge helps you become more prepared for the next one. Fear will always be a part of life. Even confident people feel afraid before making important decisions. The difference is that they do not allow fear to control them. They accept it, learn from it, and continue moving forward. Imagine standing at the edge of a cold swimming pool. The longer you wait, the more difficult it feels to jump. But once you enter the water, your body quickly begins to adjust. Many opportunities in life are exactly like that. The hardest part is often taking the first step. After that, you discover that you are stronger and more capable than you imagined. Another important truth is that nobody believes in your dream as much as you do. Some people may support you, while others may doubt you or even laugh at your goals. Their opinion should not decide your future. If you allow every negative comment to stop you, you will spend your life living according to other people's expectations instead of your own purpose. Listen to advice from wise people, but never let fear or criticism silence your dreams. Keep learning, stay humble, improve your skills, and continue taking action. Over time, your results will speak louder than your words. The future belongs to those who are willing to act while others are still waiting. Every day gives you a new chance to grow, to learn, and to become a better version of yourself. Remember that life will always involve risks, but there is one risk that is greater than all the others: never discovering what you were truly capable of because you were too afraid to try. When you choose to trust yourself, work with discipline, and move forward with courage, you are making the most valuable decision of your life. In the end, the greatest victory is not proving yourself to the world. It is proving to yourself that you were brave enough to believe in your own potential. At the end of the day, the greatest investment you can ever make is not in a business, a house, or even money. The greatest investment is in yourself. Everything around you can change. You can lose a job, face financial problems, or experience unexpected challenges. However, the knowledge you gain, the skills you develop, the discipline you build, and the character you strengthen can never be taken away from you. That is why people who continue learning throughout their lives are always creating new opportunities. Every book you read, every lesson you study, every mistake you learn from, and every good habit you practice becomes part of who you are. These things quietly prepare you for opportunities that you cannot see today. Many people believe that successful individuals are simply lucky, but luck usually meets those who are prepared. When an opportunity appears, prepared people recognize it and take action, while unprepared people often let it pass because they are not ready. Imagine two people receiving the same opportunity. One has spent years learning, improving, and practicing. The other has spent years making excuses and waiting for the perfect moment. The results will be completely different, not because of luck, but because of preparation. Your future depends more on what you do every day than on what happens to you. Life will never be completely fair. Some people start with more advantages than others. Some have better education, stronger financial support, or more connections. But your starting point does not have to decide your ending point. History is full of people who started with very little and achieved extraordinary success because they refused to stop growing. They believed that every day was another chance to become wiser, stronger, and better than yesterday. Instead of complaining about what they did not have, they focused on using what they already had. This mindset changes everything. Gratitude gives you peace, while continuous learning gives you progress. Together, they create a powerful foundation for success. Remember that no one else can live your life for you. No one else can make your decisions, build your habits, or achieve your dreams. The responsibility is yours, but so is the opportunity. Every sunrise brings a fresh beginning. Every new day gives you another chance to improve your health, your knowledge, your relationships, your career, and your future. You do not need to become perfect overnight. You only need to keep moving in the right direction. Small actions repeated with patience create remarkable results over time. One day, people may look at your success and think it happened suddenly, but you will know the truth. You will remember the early mornings, the difficult days, the failures, the sacrifices, and the moments when you chose to continue instead of giving up. Those quiet moments are what build extraordinary lives. So whenever you feel uncertain or afraid, remember this simple truth. Life will always involve risk, but believing in yourself is the safest investment you can make. Your dreams deserve your effort. Your future deserves your courage. And the person most worthy of your trust has always been the one looking back at you in the mirror. Bet on yourself, keep learning, stay consistent, and never stop becoming the best version of yourself. Your greatest success story is still waiting to be written. One day, every person reaches a moment when they look back and think about the choices they made. At that moment, people rarely regret the hard work they did, the skills they learned, or the dreams they followed. Instead, they often regret the chances they never took, the words they never said, and the goals they abandoned because they were afraid. Time moves forward whether we use it wisely or not. Every hour that passes is an opportunity that will never return. That is why the best time to start improving your life is always now. You do not have to wait for a new year, a new month, or a perfect situation. Your future begins with the decision you make today. Imagine planting a tree. If you plant it today, it will slowly grow stronger every year. If you keep delaying, 5 years later you will wish you had started earlier. Personal growth works in exactly the same way. Every day you choose to learn, practice, and improve, you are planting seeds for a better future. At first, the changes may seem very small. You may not notice a difference after 1 week or even 1 month. But after 1 year of consistent effort, your knowledge, confidence, and abilities can become completely different. Success is not about making one perfect decision. It is about making many good decisions over a long period of time. This is why patience is so important. Many people quit because they expect fast results. They forget that the strongest trees take many years to grow. Your dreams also need time, care, and persistence. Another important truth is that your environment influences your future. Spend time with people who encourage you to grow, who inspire you to learn, and who remind you of your potential. Avoid people who constantly spread negativity, complain about everything, or laugh at your goals. Positive people cannot remove every difficulty from your life, but they can give you hope when life becomes hard. At the same time, remember that your strongest supporter must be yourself. There will be days when nobody applauds your progress. There will be days when your efforts go unnoticed. Keep going anyway. The habits you build in private will create the success that people admire in public. Never underestimate the power of one more step, one more lesson, one more hour of practice, or one more attempt after failure. Those small moments are shaping the person you are becoming. Every challenge you overcome is proof that you are stronger than yesterday. Every goal you achieve begins with a simple decision to believe that improvement is possible. Life is a gamble because the future is never guaranteed, but the smartest choice is always to invest your energy in becoming the best version of yourself. Trust your journey, stay curious, keep learning, and refuse to let fear make your decisions. Years from now, you will be thankful that you believed in yourself when the path was uncertain. The greatest reward is not only reaching your destination. It is becoming the kind of person who had the courage, discipline, and determination to keep moving forward, no matter what challenges appeared along the way. That is the true meaning of betting on yourself, and it is a choice that can change your life forever. In the end, life is not measured by how much money you earn, how many people know your name, or how many awards you collect. It is measured by the person you become and the difference you make through your actions. Every day gives you a chance to write a new page in your life story. Some pages will be filled with success, while others will contain mistakes, disappointment, and difficult lessons. But every page has value because it helps shape your future. The people who live meaningful lives understand that success is not only about reaching a destination. It is about growing stronger, wiser, kinder, and more confident throughout the journey. Imagine climbing a mountain. At the beginning, the path is easy, but as you move higher, the road becomes steeper and more challenging. There are moments when you feel tired and want to stop. You may even wonder if the climb is worth it. However, every step brings you closer to the top, and every challenge makes you appreciate the view even more. Life follows the same pattern. The greatest rewards often come after the greatest struggles. That is why you should never judge your future by your current situation. Today's difficulties do not decide tomorrow's possibilities. Every problem carries a lesson, and every setback can become a new beginning if you choose to learn instead of giving up. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is gratitude. Be thankful for the opportunities you have, the lessons you have learned, and even the challenges that made you stronger. Gratitude does not mean pretending that life is perfect. It means recognizing that there is always something valuable to appreciate, even during hard times. At the same time, never stop dreaming. Dreams give direction to your efforts and purpose to your daily actions. A dream without action remains only a wish, but a dream supported by consistent effort can become reality. Every great achievement in history started as an idea in someone's mind. The people who changed the world were not born with special certainty about the future. They simply decided that their dreams were worth pursuing despite fear and uncertainty. You have that same ability to grow, improve, and create a meaningful life. Believe that your future can be better than your past. Believe that every skill can be learned with enough practice. Believe that every challenge is preparing you for something greater. Most importantly, believe that your value does not depend on other people's opinions. Your worth comes from your character, your effort, and your willingness to keep moving forward. As you continue your journey, remember that life will always involve risks, unexpected changes, and moments of doubt. Yet the greatest mistake is allowing fear to stop you from becoming the person you were meant to be. Keep learning when others stop learning. Keep trying when others give up. Keep believing when others lose hope. One day, you will look back and realize that the biggest turning point in your life was the moment you decided to trust yourself instead of your fears. That decision may seem small today, but it has the power to change your future forever. So no matter where you are right now, choose courage over comfort, growth over excuses, and action over hesitation. Bet on yourself every single day because the greatest success story you will ever create is the one you build with your own determination, one step, one choice, and one day at a time. Every great journey eventually comes down to one simple question. Will you believe in yourself, or will you let fear decide your future? This question appears again and again throughout life. It comes when you want to apply for a new job, start a business, learn a new language, move to a different city, or chase a dream that seems impossible. Many people spend years waiting for someone else to believe in them first. They hope for approval, encouragement, or permission. But the truth is that the most important belief must come from within. When you trust yourself, you stop depending on perfect conditions. You understand that growth happens through action, not through endless planning. Every successful person once stood where you are now, uncertain, nervous, and full of questions. The difference is that they made a choice. They decided that trying was better than wondering, and learning was better than standing still. Your future is shaped by the decisions you make today, not by the fears you imagine tomorrow. There will always be reasons to wait. You may think you are too young, too old, too inexperienced, or not talented enough. But these thoughts often become invisible walls that stop people from discovering their true potential. Instead of asking yourself, "What if I fail?" ask a different question. "What if I succeed?" That one question can change your mindset completely. Every challenge is an opportunity to become stronger. Every obstacle teaches patience, creativity, and resilience. Even when things do not go as planned, you gain experience that prepares you for the next opportunity. Nothing you learn is ever wasted. Every conversation, every book, every mistake, and every new skill adds value to your life. Success is not about being perfect. It is about continuing to improve, even when progress feels slow. Remember that the strongest buildings are built one brick at a time. In the same way, a successful life is built through small daily choices. Choose to learn instead of making excuses. Choose discipline instead of procrastination. Choose hope instead of fear. These decisions may seem small today, but over the years they create a life filled with confidence, purpose, and achievement. You do not need to compete with everyone around you. Your only real competition is the person you were yesterday. If you are becoming wiser, kinder, stronger, and more disciplined each day, then you are already moving in the right direction. Never underestimate the power of consistency. Small efforts repeated every day can achieve results that once seemed impossible. As this journey comes to an end, remember one final truth. Life will always involve uncertainty, but uncertainty should never stop you from moving forward. The greatest opportunities often appear when you are brave enough to take the first step without knowing exactly what will happen next. Believe in your ability to learn, adapt, and overcome